Welcome to Cultured Unplugged. I'm so glad you're here with us because today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get all A's. Yes, it's possible. I got the medallion here, honors medallion, to prove it. Of course, I've got the master's. I've had it for about 2 months. And so I'm going to walk you through the steps on how you can be the top rated person up there, honors student, and always looking good to your professors and your success coach, which you're going to get assigned to, because that is obviously the whole point of going to Strayer University, to do well. But before I get into all that good stuff, make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. So without further ado, after this intro, let's get into it. Let's get it unplugged. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, welcome. I want to first really thank you for even coming on to this channel, because this is really a great resource with plethora of information. It's based on my mistakes, my achievements, and best tips I can really share for you at home, so that this way you make a sound decision about the school you're going to go to. Because there are a lot of for-profit schools out there that are going to promise you a lot of things that you can do very well, and they'll have resources and all that stuff. But this is going based on my point of view, not paid for this promotion of Strayer University. Just me want to make sure that you have the best tools, the best information on hand, so you can make a sound decision. Now, I chose Strayer University because I wanted something that was going to be work for my lifestyle. So at the time, I was, really getting into my professional career, and pretty much our schedule is usually at least up until 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So class typically was after about 6 o'clock on a Monday or Mondays and Wednesdays, something like that. And I only took one class per quarter. You could take more if you want to, but this is really about how you can get all A's in every class. Now, for me, I wasn't so pressed on finishing, within 2 years, okay? You can do that. Just know that you're gonna put more classes on per quarter. If you're comfortable with that, great, okay? But I knew for me and my work schedule and my career life and professional life, I needed to be able to have a little bit of flexibility, and I needed a little bit of time. I didn't want to necessarily rush the process through. So one of the things I can tell you about the Strayer University experience was I was given or had the ability to have a success coach. Now, I talked about Strayer University in another video, one of my first early videos back in January, February timeframe, but I felt like I wanted to get a little more in depth with how you can really get the A's, like really get it, and how I can really help you. So one of the things I like about Strayer, as far as their model, is they have an ability to have a success coach, like I was talking to you, right? So the success coach is someone that you pair with that knows, your beginning to end per se, as far as what you need, holds you accountable, but you want to take it a step further, okay? I will say that with Strayer University, as long as you do the work, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the A. That's the secret. They don't want to necessarily tell you. But they're not, it's a for-profit school. And so for profit schools, they're not going to be the best advantage of you failing. So they're not going to get the best value out of you if you're actually not doing well. So the ways to do well is to get all the experience or all the tools that you need right then and there. Now, there are a cool couple things that you can want to know as well. You have a plethora of a community online because it's generally online school. Of course, with COVID, there are no in-class teachings right now. I don't think that at this point there is any, but you want to be able to take advantage of all of the online resources, because there's a community of different students from all over the country that are going through the same thing that you're deciding to go to right now, or you're starting your first semester or your first class, or whatever the case may be, first quarter, I should say, and you want to make sure you're successful. So you want to connect with someone that is going through the same journey as you, okay? Because when you go through it together, obviously it helps. I promise you, it always helped me. The next thing is get to know your professor, get to know what their, best tips to actually do well in the class. Of course, you're going to get a syllabus if you don't already know what that is. That's pretty much your overview outlook of what your classes are going to be like, based on what the professor's going to expect from you, making sure that you have all your tools, in place and all that good stuff. So you want to make sure that you have all of the resources available to you through the syllabus. So connect with your professor, get close to that person. I wanted to say, like I said earlier, is as long as you do the work, generally you're gonna get the A. You just have to really just do the work. Now, not saying do the work and it'd be shitty work, or do the work and it's just half-ass work. I'm saying do the work like you know it should be done. Meaning go back into the syllabus, pull up the rubric, okay? Because the rubric is gonna be based on your grading scale of what information does that paper that they're gonna expect you to write. And if you don't already know this now, let me just tell you, your paper's typically gonna be every week or every other week, depending on the class, okay? Don't let that scare you though, because you wanna set a time management for yourself, which I'm gonna get to right now. Set a time management, at least, dedicate an hour, after work, or, if you're working, whatever, if you're working a day shift, if you're working a night shift, set an hour to get some of that stuff done earlier in the week. Don't wait till the end of the week. Typically, I waited, okay? Not the best in order to do well and do better. Obviously, it worked for me. It can't work for everybody. But typically, what I would do is I'd wait to the end, and then I would just have my paper in. Don't do it. I have many nights where I sacrificed Friday nights, Saturday nights, where I could have been out having a good time. I was, at home doing this paper. So anyway, what you can do, what I suggest, is time management. Get some of it done early in the week, and then finish at the end. And then boom, you're good. All right. So once you achieve that, then you're good to go. A best course, the next course of action is make use of the online library that they have. You don't have to honestly get each actual physical textbook. You don't have to. You can get, sometimes if you feel like you really need it, pull up and get the online portion of it. But some classes are gonna require you to. I really would, find out from alumni, based on the classes that you're taking, which book was actually used, because there are some classes that really didn't even use the book, and you could have just done it as far as pulling up with somebody and sharing the material, or just getting a cheaper online cover, to be honest with you. Don't ask me why I got 100% all the books and physically in hand, and I probably only use 50% of them. My lesson, my loss, your gain, right? So do what I'm telling you to do to get the all A's, to get the degree, to get the honors medallion. So at the end, if you're gonna go for the 2 years, or you're gonna go like me and go 4 years, just taking one class per quarter, what you want to do is make sure you're all on top of your game. Every paper, as APAs. Last time I know, when I finished last year in December, it's an APA writing scale. So get to know what that is, understand what they're asking for, and do the work. Do it on time. Don't submit last papers late. I think if you're a day late, it's 20% off the rip, and then there's another 50. It can add up. So don't give yourself or your professor any reason to give you a lower grade, and you miss out on the opportunity to get that A. Because at this point, I want you to win. Strayer University wants you to win. Your success coach wants you to win. So one of the great ways to do that is making sure that you stay on top of your stuff. And I promise you, if you do everything I'm just sharing with you, whether you're somebody that's returning back to graduate school, starting graduate school, going to undergrad at Strayer University, I'm telling you, these tips will help you. You will get the A. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section. This way I can be able to address some of those concerns. If you don't want to put your comment out there, you feel a little embarrassed, go ahead and DM me at coveredculture_, and I'll be happy to help you out there too.